Well, hi there pluckers, Ivysaur Fingers back with you again with hopefully yet another interesting little lesson for you. This is part 2 of my lessons on clay pigeons as done by John Prine. Okay, hopefully you've gone through lesson 1 now, or part 1, where we covered the first 4 measures of the tab sheet which I supplied. Okay, and the download link is in the description box under part 1. I've also put it into this one as well, part 2. Okay, you should have hopefully got hold of it now and got access to that tab sheet, printed it out maybe. Okay, so we're going to continue now. Hopefully you've managed to make sense of the first 4 measures and got that under your belt. We now move on to measures 5 and 6. Now, I don't really have to show you anything for that, because measures 5 and 6 are the same as measures 1 and 2 that you've already learnt. You just tag another 1 and 2 on the end after 4 and you've got 5 and 6. So if we do 1 to 6 now, slowly. Okay. Okay, so that's 1 to 6 now. Now we move into 7, which you haven't learnt yet. Okay, and this is based on a D chord. I'm fretting the 2nd fret of the bottom E string with my 2nd finger and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string from the capo with my 3rd finger. Okay, this is all we need for this measure 7. Okay, so we start off by plucking 2 together, the bottom E string, 2nd fret and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string together, thumb and 1st finger. Then we play the 4th string open with the thumb. That's followed by the 2nd string open with the 1st finger. Okay, so it's right. Then we go back and play the bottom E string again with the thumb. Okay, so now we've got that. Then we go back to the 3rd string and play that, which is fretted at the 2nd fret, with the 1st finger. Okay, now we've got this. And finally, we hit the 4th string open with the thumb. So now we've got this. And that's bar 7, okay, or measure 7. So if we play 5, 6 and 7 together, we have this. Sorry. That's 5 and 6 and 7 together, okay. Now we move into 8. Again, we're holding this D chord, same as it was for bar 7, 2nd fret of the 6th string and the 3rd string. We pluck those together with the thumb and 1st finger. Then we immediately play the 4th string open with the thumb. Okay. Then we got this bit. The open 2nd string with the 1st finger, open 2nd string. Hammer into the 1st fret on that 2nd string with your 1st finger on your fretting hand, so, and then pull off. So now we've got this. Okay. And finally, for this measure, we hit the 3rd string 2nd fret with the 1st finger. So this measure is okay. So if we do 5, 6, 7 and 8 now, we've got this. Okay, that's 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so then we move into 9, 10 11 and 12, and that's exactly the same as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's exactly the same as the first 4 bars. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now then, 13 is the same as bar 1. Bar 1 and also bar 5. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 are okay, and then bar 14 is the same as bar 8, right? That one. Same as bar 8. And then we go back to the first bar again, which is bar 10. It's exactly the same as 1, 5 and 13. Except what I do, I think it's quite a good idea, is you do exactly the same as you would normally do it. So, but you add, if you want, as an optional there, you can add that top E string 3rd fret. So it's like, and then what I would do to do the song is maybe just do a very small break there, and then start the singing and start playing the chords to the song, okay, which we'll come back to in part 3. Okay, so we'll just go through the whole intro now slowly. Okay, here we go then. Not quite, but it's close, you know, so you can get the gist of it. Okay, thanks very much for watching, listening, and hopefully you'll join me for part 3, which is the basic singing side of it, the verse and the sort of chorusy bit. Okay, thanks very much, see you soon, bye for now.